everyone, and we are welcome to another episode on our playlist on Akins and Gifts Moodle. On last session, we took that of the Akins and we did a little bit hands-on. I hope it was very fruitful with you. In this episode, I'm taking that of the gifts format. Just as we had some rules or some requirement to go through with the Akin, it's the same way we have the rules to follow with that of the gift. So follow me on slide 13. We said Akins was purposely for MCQs only. Now if you want more than just multiple choice questions such as the true or false or the short answer, the matching, the missing words, we'll go through that on numerical or essay. Then you have to move to the next format, which is the gift. Now the gift format has syntax to follow. So first we have the question title. This was omitted from the Akins format. I'll explain what the title does. And we have our main question text. After that, we have to get our answers in a bracket. I'll share the difference between the Akin and gifts here. Now the title is optional as the name suggests, but it will be prudent if you always add the question title, like what we did in our XML format. Just know the content of your question when you upload. Else it will be in the form of K1, Q2, K3. We don't know which one you're looking for when you're trying to pull your questions together. So it's always best to have your question title. Don't forget our answers will always be in this curly bracket, not square bracket, not parenthesis, not angle bracket. It is a curly bracket. Any other thing aside this will not upload for you. Before we get on the hands-on, we have some control characters to look at. One is the equal sign. Anywhere we see equal sign in gift, it means that is our correct answer. Or answer. Answer say when you have the multiple right options. Anywhere you see tilde, it means it's the wrong option. Anytime we use the hash symbol, it means we want to insert a response. I'll get to that later. We also want to take a look at percentage sign. This goes when you have the multiple right answers. You must share the percentage or the answers according to the number of right answers in your question. And then the backslash as usual for comment, just as LaTeX has it. This will not be important when you upload. It's just for you, the examiner, to know what your questions are about. So you can always add comments. And then the last option, I think we went through this in the Akin, is the backslash. When you want to move into a new line, you want to use the backslash, okay? And then the end. So that is it for you. On that note, let's move to hands-on. In this video, I'll take you through just two formats, MCQs and then the true and false. As we said, wherever we see the correct symbol, it is this equal sign is the correct, the tilde is wrong. Probably these images here may look so cumbersome for you, so permit me to just go through my write-up here to help you out. Okay. You know I always love to use the red. So for the gift format, we've said you need a question title, the text, and then an answer in this curly bracket. That is what's stated. We've gone through the controls. How do we use the controls in our plain text? So for MCQs as the first thing, assuming I want to go by the Akin format, right? I would have said who is AC, just as we did in the previous example. My A, my B, my C, my D. When I'm done, I add the capital answer D. This is what Akin will do. But if I want to move to gift will also say who is AC, alright. But because I want my answer to be D, then the equal to comes on the woman, because equal sign is for correct answer. Hope you don't forget that. And then the tildes are for wrong options. So compare the two and know the differences. When to use gifts, and then if you think Akin is comfortable for MCQs, you go by that. But I feel like the gift format is a bit easier. All I need is my equal sign and then the tilde. So from the controls here, we've taken care of these two in the use of the MCQs. Don't worry, I'll take my plain text and then we'll type this out. Okay. Let's move to the true and false quickly before we do the hands-on. So the true and false for gift, this is what you do. Again, we said the answers must be in a curly bracket. That's if you're taking an input. So if your answer is true, you write capital true or capital false in the bracket. Or it says sometimes you might be lazy typing, but we'll pardon you with it. Just use capital T or capital F. Please, it's capital. And then you get your true and false. If you check this thing very well, realize I have commented some parts here in figure 9. I've used a backslash to comment. It says these are true and false questions under unit blah 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 topic blah. And that is how the commenting is being done. So let me take you through. If you upload on a platform, that's how some of the questions would be. So let's see writing for true and false. I'll come back to your question title. So true and false. AC is a woman. True. AC is a woman. Capital true. I'm done. That is how the true and false works. So let's open our notepad. If you have one, let's get to work. So there's my notepad. This from Aiken. I want to have a new form. I thought this numbering are not compulsory. So let me take it out. But I want to highlight on the current one. So AC is a woman. Let me start with the multiple choice question. 2 plus 2 is equal to so tilde 5 tilde 3 tilde 4 equal to 4. There's something wrong here because the right answer is 4. So that's where the equal sign takes. So I can't have multiple 4s here. I can use 7 here. This means that the right answer is 4. Let's take another question. Let's take the same. Who is AC? Who is AC? So AC equal to who is AC is equal to girl, then tilde boy, tilde man. Let's save this and try and upload and see what happens. Okay, so I want to save. I've just typed 2 questions. Let me add my question title. It takes double colon both before and after. So I want to say this is an add-on question, addition question. I want to say so first colon and then open close. I want to say this is about AC. That's how the question titles behave. It's just for you to know the content of your question. That is all. So you can even make it question 1, question 2. Nobody really cares. But I prefer to use words that will make me remember my question. So let's save this. This will be our MCQ gift. Again, it is saved as text file, so you don't change it. Save. Alright, so let's upload and see if we're on track. I've already opened my platform, so you know what to do. Let's quickly import this. Again, if you choose Aiken format, it's not going to work because the syntax has changed. You must choose the gift format here. Yeah, I've already created this file yesterday on our previous lecture videos. I'll just go by the same format and then import quickly. Right, you're on my desktop. I saved it as my gifts. So here is it, MCQ gift. I'm uploading 2 questions. Alright, so let's import now. So I've imported 2 questions. Continue. There's something wrong, but let's see. We'll get to know what is wrong here. So there's you see the importance of the question title. And it would have been Q1. It would have just given you. It would take the entire question as your title. We want to avoid that. So additional. I was adding 2 questions here. See what happened. Again, there's not MCQs to choose from. There's something wrong what we did. So let's quickly correct ourselves. if you check this here, it says you must receive an answer in the curly bracket. So we messed that out. So let me correct myself. So it's equal to 1 open, close. I can make it this way. Okay. So open the answers here and then close. I hope that was well seen. Let me add one more. So I want to make it add 1 and then AC1. So I know the 2 different questions to choose from. Okay. So I save it and then I can upload. Saving it will automatically just do the right thing for us. So I can do it with this one and then re-upload into the same category. So import. Okay, where is my, yeah, here you are, my MCQ gift. I'm going to import you. This should be good. What happened? I didn't choose, I chose what, XML format. Hey, gift. So that's how the mistakes can be done. So you always correct yourself. It doesn't match what you selected. Import. What do you see differently here? This one gave us just the question without the answers. So this is right. So add 1. My new one is add 1. Preview, add 1. My internet, please be fast. Voila. And this is what we have. So 2 plus 2 is equal to, it was 4. It has been shuffled. Unlike the A key, you would have specified your answer is the D or the A. But here I just need to write equal sign to the right answer. So let me submit and see if I was right. Yes, the correct answer is 4. Let's move back and preview the other one. Who is AC? Let's fill in the correct answer. AC was a girl. Yeah, so that's the correct answer. So that is it for the MCQs. Let's take our last thing for the true and false. I want to open another file. Let's take questions for true and false. I want to do away with the numbering so it doesn't confuse anyone. Okay. Ghana had independence in 1956. So open curly bracket, close curly bracket to receive the answer. It is capital T. 2 plus 4 is 8. Into brackets, don't forget your answer should always be in this bracket, is equal to 2 plus 4 is 6, so this is 4, capital F. I could say atom is the smallest particle of an element. So I could just type capital true and it should be right. Don't forget you must type in your curly bracket to receive the answer. So let's save this one. We have 3 questions. I want to save it as my gift true and false. So true TF gift as a true and false gift. Save. I didn't add the question titles. Let me do that quickly. This is about some independence. So indie. Mine here would also be some form of add-on. I'm adding to. It's always double colon before, double colon after. This is about some atom. Let me add my question lines. Again, don't manually type this, please. Yeah. Let me add a comment here. So backslash. This is a file containing true and false questions. Let me see if I use the backslash rightly. Is it forward or back? It is backslash, not forward. Yeah. When I upload this, my file containing blah blah will not be added because it's a comment. It sees it as comment. So we can quickly upload it now. Okay, in the same category, import. Again, I choose a gift format. My category is the AKN file, and then I import my TF gift. So that's it for the 3 questions. Let's continue. We can preview. The question title was there was an atom, so let's preview that. And that's what we have. Atom is smallest particle of true. You don't need to type true and false. Just write the right one, either true or false, and then it will give you the 2 options for you. Let's preview the independence, and that is it. So that is how the gift MCQs and the true and false are being done. As simple as that. Okay. I hope that wasn't difficult to do. I have some arguments here for you to think through as you try your hands on your own question. So if I've been able to explain what the question title does for you in my answers, in my question. Okay, so someone will want to argue out true and false for AKN format. Could I have said AC is a woman and write A or A dot true and B dot false? Or you use this guys here and then you write answer is A. Should this work? I believe it would work because it's a form of MCQs showing what A is and what B is, but then don't forget you must add your answer. That is true and false. Or would you go through and just have it this way for the gift? Which one do you want to do? So the choice is all yours to do, and that brings me to the end of this session. In my next episode, we are going to take that of the numerical and then short answer. Thank you very much.